using a ClickPop. Hey there, this is Emmanuel with the ClickFunnels training team, and in this video we will be going over how to generate a ClickPop. This will be helpful if you're looking to add any additional opt-in elements to a ClickFunnels page or an external website. By the end of this video, you should be able to answer: what is a ClickPop? How do I generate a ClickPop? Why would I need to generate a ClickPop? What are the two ways of generating a ClickPop? And how do I add a ClickPop to my funnel page? Prior to getting started, you will need to have an active ClickFunnels account and a funnel created. A ClickPop is a ClickFunnels tool that will allow you to add additional pop-ups on your funnel pages or external websites. This can prompt further engagement with your customers. It is worth noting that this is intended to be used for generating leads, meaning it should only be used on opt-in pages. Due to extra security, it is not recommended to be used on order pages such as order form, upsell, downsell, and order confirmation pages, and membership area and membership access pages, as well as affiliate area and affiliate access pages. Now, let's go over the process of generating a ClickPop and adding it to your funnel page. This is only one process, but for the purpose of this video and to better understand it, we will separate it into several steps. So the first step will be to access your opt-in page to generate a ClickPop code. So you will need to hover over the ClickFunnels drop-down menu here and click on Funnels. Then you will choose the funnel that you want to access by clicking the funnel name. Then of course, you will select the desired opt-in page. In this case, I will use this opt-in page here. The next step is to click on the Publishing tab on the top right corner, and then click on the Get ClickPop Code option. Now the second step of the process is customizing your ClickPop code. The first option is to use a custom link text. So you will need to add your link text here. In this case, we will use the same example here. Join my mailing list. Then you can add a trigger delay time in seconds. For example, we can add the number 10 here, meaning that this will trigger after 10 seconds. Or you can choose to trigger this on mouse exit. If you want to do this, you will need to move the switch to yes. This will trigger the ClickPop if your customers are trying to exit your page. Then you will need to copy the ClickPop code using your keyboard. It is very important that you use your keyboard and not your mouse. So you will need to use Ctrl+C if you're on a PC or Command+C if you are on a Mac. Now the second option of generating a ClickPop code is to use a custom image link. So you will need to choose this option here. Then you have two options here. You can either choose an image from your library or upload an image from your computer. So choosing the image will generate a URL here. You will see that URL on this field here. And then you have the same options as if you were using a custom link text. You can either trigger a delay time, this should be added in seconds, and or you can trigger on mouse exit. Again, you have to switch this to yes if you want to make this option available. And finally, you will need to copy the ClickPop code, again using your keyboard. Now the final step in the process is adding your ClickPop code to your funnel page. So for that, we're going to go ahead and access the page editor by clicking the Edit Page button. And there are three ways that you can add a ClickPop code to your page. You can add it using a button. You can add it using the custom JavaScript HTML element. Or you can add it using the track and code option within the settings. If you want to know how to add a button to a page, how to add a custom JavaScript HTML element to a page, and how to use the track and code option, please visit the links provided in the article. Now, when using the button element to add the ClickPop code, you will only need to copy the page live URL and not the whole code. So for example, you will only need to copy this here. Now, if you are using the custom JavaScript HTML element, you don't have to add a delay or exit trigger. So these two fields here should be empty. And also, when using the custom JavaScript HTML element, you will need to choose third-party embedded codes as your custom code type here. And of course, to add the code, you will need to open the code editor here by clicking this button and pasting the code here. And finally, when using the track encode option from the settings, you will need to add the code to the footer. Now, as well as copying the ClickPop code with your keyboard, it is very important to also paste it with your keyboard. So you will use Ctrl+V if you're on a PC and Command+V if you're on a Mac. After making any changes to your page, go ahead and click on the Save button. And that's it for this video on using a ClickPop. Thanks for watching.